if you want people to be in chat and to know that we are here, that we are doing this once again. High-minded conversations, rune readings, tarot readings. We have it all. You name it, we do it. On a Sunday again, because you know Zarlath got busy with other people. He abandoned me for others.
Yeah,
No, but
all in good health.
that's true. That's true. And the creator that you went to, that you met, he's a cool guy. He does a lot.
Oh yeah.
Actually, like a lot. Um, let's see. Let's at least get the title and thumbnail and everything right. Let's see if just double checking everything. I do believe, yeah, that says that we are live, so that's good. Live on Rumble, live on YouTube, as per usual. Right.
Yeah, I'm dropping in a couple of telegrams myself.
Oh yeah. That saves me from having to do that.
Right.
Or I'll just
Don't make sure you still do it in groups I'm not in.
Yeah, no, of course.
You're going to be in groups I'm not in that speak English.
A little, actually. We're mostly in the same groups.
Right. There was I didn't find them to meet them. There was a couple at the event last night that were from the Netherlands. I did meet this other couple that were from Italy, so that was neat.
Italy's nice.
Yeah.
From the Netherlands. Oh, fellow Dutchies. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently that was because he was mentioning who came the furthest out from Portchester, New York, right? It's just like, I got the Netherlands over here, right? There was like Netherlands, and I think Oregon was the furthest west that people came out. So people came from Oregon to the Netherlands to come see Frank.
Like, I just got on the live stream with Zaralath.
Can you guys hold for a second?
Well, we're already live. So
Hi, Faye.
Zaralath says hi.
Hi.
Sounds like she just
needed to get what was going on with my sister out, but
I know, but
All right, folks. So I'm going to chit chat with you because Stein obviously needs to be on mute. So hopefully he's turning my volume down so we can hear his wife talk. But yeah, we're milking it a little bit because now it's just me because I got to wait for Stein, and so we can't have the banter before we get into a reading, depending on whether somebody gets a chance to catch it in the live stream before I start Stein's reading. That's kind of like the rules of the show, especially when it starts slow. So
yes,
there we
indeed.
are. Good.
Yeah, no, I'm back. Just
cool.
Since we usually do these shows on Saturday, my wife was all kerfuffled, and it's like, what, Sundays? Since when? Well, since today, and since people have lives outside of.
Yeah. I have
Rushing.
I have disrupted the routine once again. My Uranus is a real pain in the ass.
oh, you can take that. Oh, never mind.
Mm.
Uranus pain. No, not gonna go there. We're adults here.
Yeah, yeah. But there's a river in Connecticut called Mianus, which might be more appropriate.
Okay. Sure. You know why? Like why not? Um,
I'm not even kidding. There's a river called the Mianus River. We just talk. It's just called the Mianus River, right? You know,
hmm,
just like the planet's really called Uranus, right? Yeah.
yeah. You know, like 68 Earths fit in Uranus, 69 if you relax. But you know, other than that, we are all adults here, supposedly. Um, have to say, I have yet to meet a fully adult man because it seems puberty is just eternal with us.
What with the Dutch?
Yeah, that too.
The,
Yeah.
like, has nobody in your country, like caught a little wind of being trad? Not a slight whiff
I
of
mean, there are.
ancestors' clarion call to
Oh
your
no, there are. I mean, you of course have to go to
let
the.
American like me, who's half-assing it without my ancestral landmarks, upstage your whole fucking country. Is that what you're gonna do?
No, absolutely not.
And I'm not as great as it is as your neighbors.
Ugh, crap, I am
It's like
so.
your neighbors are making fun of me, but we're both making fun. No, I'm okay.
Man, I'm so used to this being on Saturday that when sharing around um on Telegram, it's we are back with your regularly scheduled Saturday programming, but it's Sunday. Hmm. Um, and I'm not gonna go through the trouble of editing the post in like just everywhere I shared it. I have it now edited in the Greyhorn Pagans, and that's plenty. We're back with your regularly scheduled Saturday programming on Sunday. Uh,
Right. So, let's work our way into some sort of a universal reading that we can do. So,
okay.
if you've got thoughts on various events, whether going on, whether it be some
Hmm.
in America affecting everything, or your backyard or whatever, something for everybody. A question
Um.
that everybody's going to be affected by.
Oh dear, that's a good one. Yeah, think I think I got something.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, all right. That one popped out. All right. 29 repeating chasms. There is truth and confidence. A connected heart creates success. Movement brings honor. Sometimes you fall into the swirling, unknowable dark, and the only way forward is to accept the truth of the present moment and trust in your inner knowing. Stay in communication with your heart and creative source. Then movement forward shows courage and commitment, as well as a test of your convictions. What are you sure of in your heart when nothing else is certain? How can you flow on and through the dark?
Oh, okay.
So I think that's kind of, it's like alluding to, it's like it's something that is continually happening to you, that is, it's a long and unknown kind of process that happens again and again. And I think what it's saying here is that it's not exactly a loop, but it has this feeling of it, because you're getting uh because you're experiencing yourself in it again and again, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so this is the one where, do you know the difference between what is to go again and again and what is evidence of you stuck in a loop?
Hmm. Okay.
Okay, so now our guiding spirit on your journey is this guy. You've got the air elemental of the masked owl.
Hmm.
Insight, wisdom, foresight, messenger. I could go through the laundry list of archaic owl symbolism. But I'd say it's a patience thing, a tremendous amount of, like, owls, like, they seem to like, I guess they fly at night, right? Like, I think they're pretty nocturnal, right? So
Yeah.
you don't really catch them flying so much. That's because a lot, like, I don't think they do a hell of a lot of migrating, except maybe like at the end. I think they kind of have a territory situation. They like to hunt their little rodents and stuff. So when they're flying, it's often part of their hunting, right? You know, that's like, you get, are you getting in a plane because you're getting in a dog fight, or are you a passenger on a travel, right, with a very unmaneuverable Airbus? you know, big
Hmm.
difference, right? So you're perched, right? You're perched, and it's that patience game of waiting for that one correct critter to rear its head that you're going to take as your prize. And you could be sitting there all night, except you got really good senses, right?
Hmm.
But still, you still have to wait, because senses or no senses, it's when the target reveals itself, and that's at its discretion. That's what the wisdom's for. It's being in control when others are making their moves. Okay,
Hmm.
so let's take a look. See. Yeah, what's
Thank
up?
you.
Hollowbone Hawk.
Yes, I was on the roundtable panel with Shaman, Bush Whisperer Shaman, last night. Since you abandoned
Right.
me for
I
another
was,
creator.
yep. No, I said like, nah, see, he's got high sexual market value. He doesn't need me as a He'll be all right. I don't have to apologize for shit. He'll get
I'm
some
a
good.
wanted man in more ways than one.
Yeah. Yes. Either way, you're getting good dick tonight. Congratulations. All right.
Excuse me?
Okay.
Did
And, like,
I
half the
miss
people
something
listening-
here? Or?
Half the people listening were just like, I can't believe he just said that.
Okay. Yeah. Cheers.
So anyway, back to the serious psychic shit happening at hand. In our
Yes.
focus position, with our owl helping us through our repeating chasms, we have the page of bows is reversed, the stout. So this is kind of like, if you're playing the Nintendo Entertainment System and you've got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles original game, the really cool one that was impossible to beat, and you had that one impossible jump in the sewers that was too hard for no reason, right? And so
Sure.
we had to do it 10,000 fucking times to get the hand-eye coordination just right, which was one of those moments that people started thinking about competitive gaming, because who could fucking get that done better more often and such. And it was an acclaim to your acuity. The repeating chasms are directly related to kind of like, you've got to learn this thing. If you don't learn this thing, it will turn into like you're trying to do something important from the strategy of Sisyphus.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It is important to roll the boulder up the hill. You have to learn how to roll a boulder up the hill properly. You just have to do it properly. It's not literally Sisyphus's boulder. You're just making it harder than it ought to be because you're not learning how to do something. This is the bows. This is fire learning. This is action-based learning. This is like hands-on, repeated 1,000 times. Told you about my caulking situation, right? As I go, I've been upgrading my equipment. I've been making little micro adjustments to how I splooge it all over those cracks I was talking about, and now it's a much cleaner operation. I'm wasting a little bit less of the material, and I don't have to spend too much time scraping up after myself, right? And it makes the job 10 times easier, and it shows an incredible amount of accomplished work, right?
And
So
he's
that's what
talking about construction stuff, folks.
Yeah.
Like get your mind out of the gutter.
That's correct. Yeah. Yes, that's the reason why I chose that vernacular construction. So we got Hagalas here, right? So like, very apropos with the video game because you're under an onslaught of things at the time, right? So so the circumstances of the repeating chasms are hailing down on you. And it's part of the challenge. It's like boot camp thinking, right? It's just like you have to do the thing. The drill sergeant's yelling in your face while you have to do the thing. And you have to do the thing every day. And then you have to do push-ups for how many times you failed at the thing every day.
Oh, great.
Okay?
Yeah.
So then...
Just what I want.
Then we have Erd. And in her position, we have the Wanderer reversed. Oh, I'm off camera. Excuse me.
Yeah.
The Wanderer reversed. The Fool card, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, you're eventually going to roll the boulder off of the cliff, and you might take yourself out with it and destroy all of your progress, right? Well, this is in the Erd, right? I'm speaking like that's in the school position, right? But maybe that's just my subconscious warning you about something important because that was natural flow state. But let me be more precise towards this position, seeing the Fool. Right? Something akin to that has happened, right? Something that somebody didn't listen to very obvious advice and had committed to it to its failure and without learning anything, right? Bows reversed, not learning. This is, the had been reveling in ignorance, right? We're talking about reveling in ignorance, and that is why this is happening. Bereshkana. Now it's upright. Bereshkana, right? So, something was produced of this failure, of this wandering. Did it produce something good? Did it produce something bad? I don't know, but it produced something, right? No rune is good news or bad news just because it's upside down or right side up. It's all about the context.
Yeah.
Story weaves itself. 7 of arrows reversed in security. So this makes an incredible amount of sense. The mental insecurities are coming from not having the support of knowing the right action through being the good student of deeds, which is our page of bows. So you're operating with an ill-informed idea of how well you're actually doing. And okay. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so you know what? We're gonna take this for what it is. Yesterday I was cleaning up some stuff, and I have a lot of spare runes kicking around, and I thought or knew that I had used one on my altar. So I picked it up, and this was one of the extras. So Hagalaz has popped up again.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so like when Yonga pops up, we're going to treat that as a emphasis marker, right? So there's a corollary to the Hagalaz coming from the focus to the present situation, which makes sense because we're repeating chasms. So isn't that funny? That's really funny. I could not have organized that unless I'd spent a million years writing something and, to do that on purpose. And, that's like, people always say that, like, oh yeah, you can't make this stuff up. You certainly can make this stuff up, right? You just, it's just that we all just knee jerk say that because we're in a little bit of disbelief of the synchronicity. But if you step back, you look at it objectively. It's just like, yeah, you could, especially if it works, right? But you obviously, but you want it to work is the whole point because it fits your entire thing, right?
Yeah.
And so if you overthink what I just said right there, that's a perfect example of where the insecurity also comes in. Right?
Uh-huh.
Now we also got Saul here. So Saul being the actual rune in this position, right? So that that deep sense of self is under duress. And is uncertain of its ability to overcome.
Mm-hmm.
because of the poor student of good action it has been.
Okay.
7 of stones. Healing. So that's 2 7s back to back, by the way. And look at this, it's upright. So, 7 of stones. Healing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You will be coming to, or should bring yourself to, a point where you've got all the resources you need for whatever your immediate ailment in the way of being the student or applying the lesson, to take care of whatever this avoidance, there's an avoidance issue that needs to be taken care of. Connected to the not accepting of the lesson. And Wunyo, this is, you're going to be healed to a satisfactory result. You're going to get what you want out of the healing if you heed this wisdom.
Okay. Okay. Gonna have to ponder on that a little, but it makes sense.
All right. So
Of course, it
what
does. No, it's the Three Eye Atlas comets. They have now, of course, branded it as a hostile alien species coming towards us.
they have.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
look, there's good evidence that this thing is a thing and not just space rock. It's certainly
No, that is no, that is true. It is. It
right.
is a.
But to what level are all of these anomalies properly, like, I'll put it to you this way: if we're taking it that seriously, then shouldn't the James Webb Telescope be just pointed at it all the time? For
Mm,
because if we're going to bother to tell the world that's what it is, then we would imagine that the Department of War, I don't have to say the DoD again, so Dow, like our industrial average. See how funny how that works?
yeah.
But anyway, so anyway, the Dow is obviously going to have their military intelligence, space force, satellite. This is, like this could be the big. Is this it? Are we blue beaming? Are we launching the blue beams? Like, is this
I
CNN?
mean,
Like, is Congress holding a meeting? Who's like, nobody's alarmed about this. Is somebody trying to get Congress's attention, saying, "Hey, listen, we got to declare war. Here's an alien message. We translated this word as a threat." Right? Nothing. They're just spinning Star Wars.
Mm,
Is that right? Is it like, what's the how prestigious are the astronomers and physicists making these determinations? Right? Why? Who is trusting their science?
I don't know. I'm trying to find it, but they seem to
Right.
erase things as quickly as
Sure. This is for the public's benefit. Excellent question. This is for the public's benefit. Okay.
yeah.
Like, this is like Stein. It's like, I'm not even asking you. I'm just this is for the public that I'm really asking that question. If Stein knows the answers, then great, right?
Hmm.
So yeah. Because you would have to ask yourself, why would like who are these people who are studying directly this satellite to say it to fringe press without telling us about how they're trying to alert the government, right? It's just like they just want the government to pay attention to their press release, and they can't just have the guy who went to the press also go to Congress with their findings. Say, listen, I put this out in the press over here, and here I am. I'm trying to warn you directly. We have to declare war on the Centaurians because that's their battleship. 3I. They call it the Umbaklaken, which means to fuck your mother. Sir, these people are going to kill. Like, what do you mean? You don't know nothing about nothing.
Yeah, so
I did reading last time we were here on Atlas, right? And I said the astrology is going to be more interesting, you know? So if somebody's tracking 3i Atlas on an astrology chart, I'd be interested in knowing where it is, right? Because I can tell you that Mars is in a very interesting place and feeling more interesting about it by the day.
Yeah, so I found the paper. It's uploaded on the ArXiv, so I guess archive of Cornell University, by one Adam Hibbert, Adam Crowell, and Abraham Loop. And it is titled, "Is the Interstellar Object 3I Atlas Alien Technology?" It is a 13-page paper.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
So, you know, of course, those speculations are arising again.
Sure. And once again, right, exactly. And that's them still asking themselves, is it or is it not a dead space rock? Right. And you can't have one guy who can't confirm that it isn't just a space rock, and a guy who doesn't have evidence that it isn't just a space rock. Just, you know, it could just be a space rock with anomalous activity we don't understand. Like I said, we would like to have a nice, normal, like James Webb quality photographs documented. Like, get a couple, get his bad side and his good side. You know, show me Uranus.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Okay. So, like, this is one of the things that they say, like, a speed of about 5 kilometers a second, I think that means, is about equivalent to the speed of an intercontinental ballistic missile. Here we go again with, you know, warfare equipment, which are generally rocket propelled. Thus, assuming a similar means of propulsion, chemical, the object 3I Atlas could quite easily release probes of the same size that would reach planets of interest. So it's not just like an alien ship or whatever. Like, it can also, like, release probes. I think, supposedly.
So I'm looking right now at the atlascomet.com. It's the website tracking Atlas in real time. And is this real time? I'm trying to understand this. I've never looked at the map before, right? So it shows us a top-down view of the solar system, and I have to take a minute and I got to find, like, the legend for this map and figure out how to read it. Let me share a screen and we can look at it together.
Yeah, sure.
And after this, we'll get to Hollowbone Hawk's read. I don't want to take too long on this. Okay, can you see this thing?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let me actually get. Hold on a second. Come on. All right. Where is? I'm trying to roll. Where'd it go? I'm sorry, the image has now disappeared for no reason. Let me explore Atlas view. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
There. Oh, oh, this is 3D. This is a better one. This is not even the one I was looking at, but this one's 3D. All right, so here it is. Yeah, yeah. You see, it's gonna curve, or did it already go this? Which way is it? Because it made a little turn here, but
I
where it makes the turn,
believe
where it makes a turn is perfectly, like, that could be perfectly normal with gravitational forces of the sun. So I'm not going to make anything there, because the way I saw it tracking, it looks like it's practically going to collide with Mars. That's what I had seen.
It is going towards Jupiter.
It's going towards Jupiter. Okay, so it hasn't met Mars yet, right? So ultimately,
I don't believe it has.
it's when 3i Atlas meets Mars. That's going to be the most interesting part, unless something happens when it's closest to Earth, which I suppose would be once it travels this distance anyway, right? Unless it takes a long time, this should be going clockwise. Well, Earth and Mars, I guess, will be fairly close by the time
the
this gets.
closest approach to our planet should be December 20th of this year.
December 20th.
Yeah,
Really?
and
Really?
October 3rd is actually when it's going to be closest to Mars.
That officially makes this a Yule comet. December 20th.
Shit, yeah.
It's the solstice. It's the fucking solstice. It's a Yule comet. That is actually fucking fascinating. That is fascinating. Can I move it in time? I want to move it in time. I want to move it forward in time. It doesn't let me do that, I don't think. I don't see any fucking controls for this other than what I can do on the mouse. Whoops, what is all this? Wait, oh.
Let's click drag as rotates. Oh, wait.
View.
You have simulation control.
There we go. Focus on sun. Okay, here we go. Now, all right, here we go. Simulation controls. Slower. Yeah, okay, there's speed here. All right.
So if you click like resume time, perhaps?
All right. I've made it 11:46:88 faster.
So if you like on time, if you click resume, maybe it will actually do something.
Where's resume? Oh.
Whoa.
Okay, I think I went too fast.
A little.
A little too fast.
A little.
Let's do 17 times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Reset. So we can go very slow.
Yeah.
Let's do 2x.
This is 2 times. Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
All right. That goes so fast.
I know, right? Half? Sure. Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna be seeing this thing for a hot minute when you think about that trend.
Yeah.
Let's look at that a little bit slower again.
So yeah, 3rd of October is when it passes really close to Mars by the looks of it.
Thing. Say what?
You're kind of freezing
What?
up there for a moment. What site is
One
that?
second.
Atlas Tracker?
Stop. I'm gonna stop. No, I'll say, just gravity. I don't know. It's longer, right? Are we bring science, its kind, and a planet of its kind at approach that there will not be a gravitational effect. I don't think Halley's Comet, which is the most visible comet that we get regularly, ever gets this close to Earth.
No, I don't believe so.
Now, once it gets to around Mars, that close to Mars, it'll be fucking easy to track. Like, because you could just point your telescope, your backyard telescope at Mars and be like, where the fuck is it? You'll be able to see, you might be able to see this fucking thing with a regular telescope.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to keep an eye on Mars. Get your ass to Mars.
So it passes really damn close past Mars. Like it's all, yeah, could almost be a collision.
So the question is, what day is? Hold on a second. If I go back and I hit resume again, the end of this month. The end of this month, it's meeting Mars about the 30th.
3rd of October.
3rd of October.
According to the
okay, yeah.
According to the paper that I found.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it probably is the 3rd of October. I just paused it on the 30th, where it's because it's like you're going to be able to see it before it passes Mars anyway, meaning that you might want to start looking through your telescopes now, especially if this thing is casting off its own light source from its own luminous sources. In short, it has like lights, like a ship maybe, or a probe or whatever. You can find out if you've got the telescope for it. There's conservatories. There's a conservatory in this town, but I don't know how to get access to it. I have to figure that out. But anyway.
Let's see if you want to do it. Yeah. So this is from the paper. I'll zoom in a little more.
I'm gonna, by the way, because I want to wind down on the Atlas to get to
yeah, sure. No, but
I'm gonna do a whisper in the woods for this reading and reset while you cover this.
Yeah. So as you can see here, closest to Mercury is October 8th. Like this is from the original, or from the paper that I mentioned. I may just put that up in the description.
Interesting. It's saying reconnect. That's re means again.
Yeah.
This thing is on a cycle. It's on a connective cycle. It has a purpose of connection. Comets in ordinary science are understood for the phenomenon of panspermia.
Yeah.
There could be the very mundane but interesting idea that perhaps when this comet, if it is truly just a comet, passes, that it will crop dust Mars, perhaps terraforming a part of it, if it crop dusts it with the right organisms.
Oh no, that could be interesting.
Right. You know, so reconnection in that respect, because that's very interesting to get that as the card in terms of this as a universal reading. So anyway, yeah. So go ahead with what you were talking about. I'm gonna pack all this.
No, I mean that's pretty much it. You know,
Right.
So yeah, definitely keep an eye out on that. Um, and a Yule comet, indeed. Huh.
Okay.
You losing your marbles?
All right. Well, I had one I Ching card pop off, and so we're gonna go with that one. So
Okay.
Hollow Bone, you actually got the first one. Creative force.
Oh.
From the source, creating success. Constancy bears fruit. Pure creative spirit flows through people and events, and inspiration wants to be released and moved towards manifestation. Welcome its momentum and find ways to work with this vital energy. I'm getting very Ace of Wands energy coming from this explanation. Um, sustain a constant two-way flow between source and action. Be true to your initial intent and align your choices with this original vision to yield positive results. How can you liberate creative energy? What wants to be created? All right.
Hmm. Okay.
And wood elemental, which is growth, connection, support, and renewal, right? So you're finding the grounding where you can operate with your creative force.
Oh.
So you've got in your focus position 20, the Great Bear. So this is judgment, right? So you have to make this passage, and there's a guardian at the threshold, right? There's a force of resistance, and it will only allow you to pass when you know yourself. Uwaj. So I mean that's judgment and Uwaj, right? So you're going through quite a transitional trial, right? You're in that transitional trial, and the harvest of your intentions has come due, right? And so you're either cultivating good works or cultivating bad works at this time. But we're all upright, so far it's good judgment.
So far, so good.
In our origins, 9 of arrows, dedication. All right. You had worked out every rational reason to hold true to the decisions that you made. Pertho. Pertho. And you received good fortune for your dedication. Three of Stones, creativity. So right now you are bringing new things into the world. Here. Othal. Your creative space is insufficient. You need to find a better place or arrange the place better, take out perhaps negative elements, the atypical kind of housekeeping that is necessary. Um, Skuld. So we've got the mirror reversed. This is the Hangman card, represented by the Melusine in her vanity. But we're talking about reflections here, right? So you won't be able to reflect upon your creativity if you do not clear your sanctuary. And you have Nalthes as well, meaning um, it's interesting that it pops up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just because you're gonna not like your personal reflection. It's going to force you to make certain changes, right? So if you do what's necessary now, you'll be able to reflect back on the work you did in your creativity and find that it was the missing element for it to work the way you thought it was going to work. Okay, that's your read. If you want, you can give me feedback, and then I can read your Whisper in the Woods, or I can just read your Whisper in the Woods. But that's what I got for
This
you, Hollow Bone. Very
this
interesting.
was for
That was quite the plot twist at the end.
so Mr. or Mrs. I don't know. Hollow Bone Hawk, if you are still here, do let us know, please. Would be quite interesting to know how accurate he is this time. Is it the full 100% or a little less?
Mm-hmm.
Doubt it, but
Well, we've been at it for a second. He didn't chime up while I was doing. He may not have a chance to respond now like he was earlier because we took a while to get around to it. It's nearly
that's
1
true.
o'clock now. Yeah, yeah. So Hollow, feel free to give any feedback that you like, but I'm going to go ahead and give you your Whisper in the Woods now. So,
And if you're not watching live anymore, then leave it in the comments after the live stream is done. I'll make sure to forward the message, of course.
so you've got here retreat, right? And it doesn't mean to like run away from the fight. It means well, it says on the card to spoil yourself in the morning mist. Breathe in nature's sweet scents. Um, in short, you might be really focusing a lot of your time, perhaps, in this space that is in its insufficiency. Try going somewhere um, that is going to have some fresh air and is going to inspire you in what you do with your creative space.
Okay.
All right. Bear with me. All right. So, we I mean, I'm pretty good with this right now. It's 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know. Yeah, so I think we can call it here.
Yeah. Yeah. This was pretty good. Um, I hope to get Hollow Bone Hawk their answer perhaps later on. And we had violence for a little bit in the chat, but it seems that the chat has dried up at the moment. No
Right.
biggie.
Is
Uh,
Hollow on in network? You're hoping to hear back from them in the comments.
um, I mean, he was in the live chat with Bush Whisperer just yesterday, so
Gotcha.
I do hope that he'll find this video, he'll find this live stream again, and give us an answer. And if he
Yeah.
hasn't subscribed yet, I do hope that that they do. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Thank you for sticking with me once more. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Sunday. It is going to be an interesting Sunday. We haven't even we haven't even done anything with this yet, but it's going to be a full moon eclipse and a blood moon tonight. So be careful with what you do. Be careful with what you wish for. Although this is still, of course, a great time to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to subscribe to Zerolath, of course, as well, if you're interested in one-on-one readings, more personal, where he can take a little bit more time. Do contact him at zerolath@yahoo.com. If you are just, if you're fine with these live readings, join us again next week, either on Saturday or Sunday. We'll see what it's going to be. Yeah, subscribe to the Grey Pagans podcast, of course, and subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/Grey Pagans, for early access, the Grey Pagans book club, and of course bonus material. I've been making a lot more content for Patreon lately, so do check us out. All the links are in the description box down below. Zerolath should be tagged, and if he's not, then I'll make sure that he is, so that you can all subscribe to him. I'll make it easy for you. I'll do all the work myself. No worries.
Aren't you a champ?
I know the things I do.
Right.
Anyway, thank you all, bro. Thanks again for another week of live readings and high-minded discussions. We'll stay in touch. Have a good Sunday. Have a good rest of your week, and we will
Yes,
see you
sir.
all next time. Bye bye,
Later.
everyone.